All right. What's up? Yeah, we're just going to try and do a quick random game and just go through like the very start on patch 7.0. I'm good at playing humans, so I'm going to pick them. I'm not sure what to pick here. Nudist. I usually take a health, a happiness, a fun one. There's health. It's a bad happiness. First of their name would be really good for starting early, but everybody might not have it, so I'm not going to take it. Health. I already take health. Loyalty, happiness. It's not a great happiness. There, happiness. Not even sure what we picked. So the starting place, humans like temperate, right? So we're going to want temperate. And I usually like a river into a mountain somewhere with trees. Especially if you can get the river kind of in the middle. Like there, 100% resources, 62% trees, temperate, auroch, and teledont boost. Beautiful. So here, actually, where it's generating the paths, a lot of people don't know this, but it shows you your paths your city has. So we're here. Do you see I only have one entrance and exit? You can actually re-roll that with this button. Now, I don't care. But if you're ever starting somewhere and you feel like you should be able to like walk through the mountain beside you, you can keep clicking that until it generates that path. Pretty useful. Let's see, coal and iron are close together, so that's pretty good. We got clay for the science there and there. And everything else seems fairly accessible. The King's Road only goes to here, so this wouldn't be connected, but we'll probably build something there right away. But I think we'll start like right here. So first thing, they're going to need a bit of food. This is different than the hunter. This just hunts like one group of animals. There actually aren't many here. I'm going to hunt that group. Now they have food. Forage. This lets you pick the stuff that's on the map. They'll only pick it in season. They'll pick based on job prio. So just drag this over the whole map. Now, if they ever don't have anything to do, they'll just go pick a crop because I dragged it over everything. What would be next? We're going to use a lot of blueprints. They're going to want... You want to set immigration first. We're eventually going to want to hit 12,000 pop. I'm just going to tell them to do that for now so that I don't have to mess with it. But I basically just said 13,000 people can move in. And they need a well, a hearth, and a speaker. This whole area takes one worker and really boosts their happiness. And then in your species, it'll show you what kind of decorations they like under environment. But humans just like everything. But some species might be missing pillar or tree, or tilapis really like trees, for instance. But humans just like a little bit of everything. New mic stand, yes. It's just longer. So, since humans like everything, I'm gonna toss some torches in. Trees. We can't build statues yet, so I'm going to double up on the trees and flowers to make room for statues and pillars later. It's kind of awkward. Let's do that. And then a bench. And then I'm going to take this, even though it's kind of awkward. And just put one over there and suspend it. And then I can easily double this up. Think like. Hello. 5 months. Thank you. Good to see you. And I'm just going to place these around, because I'm assuming we're going to need a couple, and humans really like these. So now we need wood. Trying to rush to 1,000 people. I got stuff to do tomorrow as well, so I figured good time to try and make a quick stream with an actual achievable ending. So my people went off to do something. I'm not sure what. We'll figure it out. Once we build that, we're gonna need janitors. These are the buildings that maintain everything, and I have blueprints for everything that I've made myself. And humans like stone buildings, so we're gonna want a stone janitor. And then I always place a bathroom with every janitor. They just seem to match up pretty well. Let's see. Looks good. The door here where it won't work. Control click lets you pick up any tile. The demo of this game is always free, and it's the full game. Anyone can play this game at any time. We're gonna need warehouses next. I'll build 4 of them just to kind of show the different resource groups, actually. And they'll be going to get the trees and the rocks and stuff when they have time. Because I have it on auto-immigrate, once they have anything that'll make them happy, there's a workstation tool where you can focus where they start to work. But once they have anything that'll make them happy, they'll start immigrating super fast. And then it doesn't really matter if they die. Now, that's a good point though, right? If they do die, we're gonna need mass grave. Put one here. They can pick up the rocks here and put the grave down. And I'm gonna put somebody there just to do the work, because that's actually kind of dangerous. If you get too many corpses, your health can drop. Not that we have enough people yet, but... See, speaker just popped. Watch my population now. Well, Breitschwert, good day. Good to see y'all. Someone who's not afraid to give an honest opinion. It is much closer to my face. The microphone. Plus, I'm not worried about it self-destructing constantly. I got the last mic stand. It's a Blue Yeti. They come with a great stand that weighs like 5 pounds. But anytime my cats would like jump on the desk or something and it'd bang around really loud. So, got this standoff Temu for like $2 that technically worked with some 3D printed parts I added, but it was always questionable. So I don't need to focus them anymore. They're happy. We now have 30 people. Okay, so they're gonna go start cutting trees and doing wood and building. And see, they've already picked some stuff. They've already picked cotton. It's been about a year, so they're gonna want some food again. Now I should build a road across here, because we actually can't get to a lot of the foods, which is bad. And these war horses can kill you early. Oh, we're here, and I've accidentally killed it. Not that it particularly matters, but if you put something directly on the spawn point, they stop spawning completely, and then you just can't harvest them. I was pretty sure it was up there. Anyways, the people are working. We want the warehouses. It says they need wood. I have wood marked, so they will do that when they get a chance. The last stand. There's cavalry now. Yes, on this patch there are cavalry. War horses. So as they're collecting the rocks, they're building the buildings. I could probably speed it up. We are going to want hunters eventually. It used to cap out at 3 was the best. Now it just kind of scales down. I'm still only going to build 3 right now. They hunt off the map. They don't actually hunt those animals I just clicked on. They hunt a different source. What is this tomfoolery? Okay, maybe that's why I have 2 blueprints. It's not good either. Missed. I'm using shift click there to copy the building. Sticks back a bit further than I thought. They need a wall between them if they get angry. They can't build that till you have a carpenter. There's only actually 2 different types of production buildings. And so once you make a blueprint for one, like this was a ration maker, but I can flip it to all of these things. And then there's the other type, which is just other stuff. Those 5. So we're going to want a nice large carpenter probably. Real world animals, yes. Carpenter goes near wood. Lots of wood here. This seems like a good place. Right there. Keep the game sped up for a minute. Actually, whoops, I just punched my new mic. You need fish, and I haven't found a quick way to do this yet. Fishery. So, instead of going for perfect along the shoreline, we're gonna just freehand them in here quickly. Crowd favorite. %, efficiency, got him. Grimshire Showcase? I actually don't know what you're saying. This has to be connected, which is why I'm dragging across the land. This is a terrible fishing spot. Saving a town of animals. So, fisheries and hunters provide constant food. That's why they're so good. Fields only do it in the summer and winter, so if you run out, you can have weeks. Whereas they'll go grab a fish right off the line to not starve. One, two, three, four. Shift click is just opposite of whatever you're doing. Max tiles, actually, because we're not matched up. $92, 100. You streamed sad furry Stardew Valley today? Oh god. Something's not connected. That tile. Did pique your interest? Sad furry Stardew Valley. Now, I want to get these fisheries done as quickly as possible. We actually have a lot of people. %, 100%. Probably put another road down here. I like this road tool here. Q and E makes it bigger and smaller. Bend it. And we just make all the fisheries. This is actually much better down further. That furry Stardew Valley. No. $96, 100. We have unlocked import and export, so we just hit 50 pop. I don't need to import or export yet. It's going to be another place for a bridge eventually, but we'll delete this when it's time. I'm just building max length. It's cutting me off. I'm not choosing the lengths. Not refurnish, I wish to take. Hoping to build enough right now while they're busy cutting down like the first trees and stuff that don't have to do much of it after. One more. Won't hurt. Wow, big one. Perfect. So fisheries are super important, just because it is constant food. $98. But that should do it. We already got one going. Smart remove. No warehouse yet, because I haven't set them. So there's really 4 groups of goods, right? There's food. So if you click this big plus, it adds something to all of them. I'm going to go with fish and fruit. So I'm going to turn them up. And then there's raw goods. Right, there we go. Raw goods. Now we're probably not going to have coal or iron. We're probably going to have more wood, stones. And then there's processed goods, which is stuff you make. Clothes, cloth, stuff like that. I usually put these together. And then there's weapons, which we probably won't get to weapons. And then automate all 4 of those. And now we're going to want... What's next? Bathroom, carpenter. Yes, they're building that. Good. So they're going to build the carpenter now and the fisheries. This guy wants to give me a bunch of stuff. This is always a trick. If you accept this, he'll like you less. See, minus 0.2. And that'll be my neighbor. So if I had warehouses now, I could go to this and get our trade deal going for cheaper. But I don't have anything in my warehouse. Because once he likes me less, it's going to be more expensive. So I'm going to ignore him for a sec. We're going to pick up a couple of things. And then maybe we try again. Because ignoring is the same as declining. Yeah, you can grow the animals. Actually, we should have some animals. Oh, I don't have tech yet. And I usually plant the aurochs, but yes, there's war horses now. And also we're going to have fruit, like I said. So this whole area is alluvium soil. There's the tech I needed, actually. 20 points. You can see the different soil types. Anyways, it's just best to plant trees on this type of soil. Now I'm putting the carpenter there. So... maybe put this first orchards over here. And orchards don't really need irrigation for the most part. Let's see, 99% soil, 100%. That's good enough for me. 99, 100, 98, 100. Spot check. If you check them all, you might find a problem. It's easier to only check some of them. I'll probably end up putting more up there or something, maybe down here. That'll be enough for the start. They also ship in boxes. Yes, they also ship in boxes. You could be the tree inspector. I actually need one of those. They keep falling down on me. So now see, they picked up a bunch of stuff. Let's go back. Oh, the notification's gone. I missed it. I keep forgetting how fast the game can go at the start. They are going to want houses at some point. Humans do not care about the shape of their house. So you can just make them squares. It's probably... probably put it... match the warehouse. Aren't many of them yet, so... although it's nice to design. Different designs, of course. We'll need another janitor. And... thing to maintain up here. Janitor bathroom. I'll grab that. A subject has become sick. There's nothing you can do about that early. That's what that just said. Put a janitor bathroom here, too. Actually, that'll keep all that maintained. And then everything works on proximity. This is very easy to maintain, especially beside a janitor. So now they'll all have happiness there. Give them an actual road here, but I'll still follow what the King's Road's doing, kinda. What's that? Obligatory fishery. There's a spot not connected. A lot more fish over there than there are over here. More fish. Janitor's pure luxury, I know. Hey man, they work hard. Carpenter's about to start. Oh, we still haven't picked up a single rock, which leads me to believe I probably didn't mark enough rocks. As long as you mark ones that are further away than your build jobs, they'll try the build job first, and if they can't get to it, they'll move to the rock job, but then they'll be able to do the build job. Whereas if I marked all these trees right in the center, yes, they're closer, but they'd be doing all this after they cut them. Whereas now, they're targeting this, because they target from the throne, basically, when they're odd jobbers. Later in the game, they kind of live somewhere and try and target around them, but... So, 30 spare people. I want my orchards planted. So I'm going to tell 20 of them. They're stuck here. We'll give them another one of these. These are really cheap for comparatively until late game. Late game, when you upgrade the hearse, they're actually extremely expensive. But in the early game, they're all you have. Now, we did get the 20 free tech points, actually, so we want to spend 5 on entertainment, 10 on the graveyard, and 5 unlocking leather animals. And then I should have pastures blueprinted. What's this look like? Somewhere I can see it. That? $100%? 100%? Okay, let's try this. Square is a better shape. This is the only blueprint I have. 100%, 100%, 100%. Good start. Look, Warhorse came back. He was up there. %, 100%, 64%. That one's not good. 93, 100. That's good. There. So that should be leather, meat. These will also be meat once we have furniture and fruit. Triple fishing. Wow. Thank you. Triple fish. We're gonna have people over here now. So road. Give me a tiny one. And again, just fish. Yeah. Constant food sources. Screenshot, unclick my mouse. You haven't found a fast way to do this yet. I wonder if you made like a big square blueprint and plopped it down. But then you'd catch too much of the shore. 90. There. More food. Probably more houses, too. How many? 99 free houses? Oh, that's pretty good. I want the furniture going. Oh, sweet. They're starting it. We're probably going to want a warehouse directly for that as well. Which one already has wood in it? One. Where's your door? Only has doors on this side. I'm going to put this here to grab from those doors. And I wonder if I have a woodcutter blueprint. Thing's hard to see, eh? 100%? 100%? I'll take that. So these are cleared now. We only need to add fruits. You can either import fruits, or there's fruit on the map, but it's too far for them to work on. See, it's day 2 of summer. They'll start harvesting that tomorrow. You can just leave a workstation here. They'll die in the winter, but they will pick the fruit in the summer. Let's actually pick these animals too while we're at it. So now they'll be able to go plant this fruit in those fields we made. Construction office finished. And I have too many workers set about. So they're not happy enough to immigrate right now. We have a lot of food, I believe. So I'm going to go to access, double their food. And let's tell them they can bring home wood. Humans like that. And actually we're making furniture, so they can have furniture too. What else do you want? Yeah, we don't have that stuff yet. Yeah, so bring home wooden furniture. That should fix our worker shortage fairly instantly. The throne room has a smiley in it. So they are making furniture now. I'm just kind of letting them fly. We don't currently have a builder, but we will in a second. There they go. 200 pop. Now, I actually forgot 3 key things. Oh, more free science. 5 key things. Food stalls. Put one of them like there. Marketplaces. One of them there. Probably take this. Put another one up here for them. Another one there. So food stalls, marketplaces. We can put another one down here. And the stages we unlocked. Right, and then some decorations. Go between them. These actually have a pretty big range. 2's probably enough to start. And then we also unlocked the graveyard. Early on, graveyard workers don't they don't do much, but they will cut down trees or pick rocks. So they're good to build near like where you can mark trees. This is giant. It's a good spot, right against the field. There you go. That was dead land. I couldn't put the animal there. Let's see, we got 40 more points. This one, we're not actually using Hunter yet, but it's the biggest boost. 1 point for 50%. 5 points. Now tripled my Hunters. We'll go into fish next and fruit, because it's the only thing we have. Now, I gave the people furniture, so it's not stacking up quick, but it will. Never replace spin to win. Copy paste to victory. So our hunters are finished now, so we have a meat income as well. We can probably take our food warehouse, duplicate it up here to grab the meat from this and this. So I shift clicked it, which copies it with the recipes. I also did that to this one, but I don't want its recipes. Our first crime has been committed. Not much you can do about that. You do want to keep your health above 1. That total equals number there. At the very start, you just do that by adding rations. And then physicians. Hospitals do not help it. Copy pasting to victory. Watch this. Opium? I don't like to destroy the opium, actually. That's valuable stuff. We have negative housing, you can see here. And now, actually, here. Bathroom, stage, houses, the whole shebang. Theater, just gotta get rid of these 2 trees. We still have 10 tech points, it says. I'm gonna get road, I think. Oh, I can't yet. Oh, I have 10 of the wrong tech points. Never mind. We're actually pretty low on rocks. Oh, I still have a ton of rocks marked. Actually, a lot of rocks on this map. Now, we will run out. Where are our rocks? Down here. They'll do that when they get spare time. I mean, I should mark all these so they do that first. That should fix the rock problem. So now we got food stalls, marketplaces, 100% happiness. They're swarming in. I was just looking for the barracks. So, we don't have any soldiers. We have to pay up. Training ground. Can I build that yet? Apparently. So, now we need an army. Where should we put that? Maybe down here. Made one funny door there, and I'm gonna put a door here. Let's put a dude here to work on this. Dude or 6. Oh, they're gonna come do it on their own. Wow, we have 80 builders? Okay. Barracks, they're gonna want all this stuff too, actually. New level Apprentice, 400 pop. They're probably going to want houses, right? I'd want a house. 80 people in each of these. The barracks hold 80 people each, plus service industry should be about that. I should have designed a nicer house, actually, but this'll be good. We now employ over 50 in our woodcutter. So our woodcutter just finished. Boom, they're cranking out wood, right? And this finished. We actually want to make this a specific warehouse. So I'm just going to take everything out. I only want this to hold wood and furniture. Boom, he's beside the wood. He's beside the furniture. Just to show you how it's done, here's an export depot. Right, it can be any size. Q and E changes the size of buildings. And I'm going to explain how this works now, because we'll start selling furniture. I told the people they could take home 5 furniture each, and they're immigrating faster than we can make furniture, so that's not going to... Well, we can make furniture faster. Keep smacking the mic. Hopium dead. Okay, so export depot. I want it to export furniture, right? This lets it pick up off the ground or out of production buildings. So this is the storage in here. It would be able to pick this up because this is clicked. I don't want that, because then it never gets a chance to hit your warehouse. Now, it can be good if you're overproducing, because then it skips the step. I don't want that, though. This lets it prioritize. When something's prioritized, it can pick up from any other warehouse that's not. This warehouse is not prioritized, but it can pick up from the ground. So because this is prioritized, it can pick up from this warehouse up to this amount, right? How if the warehouse is more than 30% full globally, it will pick up from the nearest warehouses. I actually don't want that either, because it's not specific enough. This is a pull order. I want it to only pick up from this warehouse when that warehouse is over 30% full. So now he won't go looking for other warehouses. He won't pull, if I cart it over here, he won't pick it up out of this warehouse. I only want him to export from this warehouse when it's over 30% full. And that's all the different controls. And then you can see we have one guy willing to buy. Now, we actually haven't... Did we make him our trade partner yet? And then you have to have a trade deal. So here... Barter, that's what he wants. Accept, and now he'll auto-buy from that. If he likes me more, you can become colleagues, and that lets you trade through him. So if I became colleagues with him, then I can trade to all of his neighbors, which is actually really valuable. New buildings, 60 new... I'm not going to click through them. We've only placed like 5 different building types, right? And look, we have 65 science again, so I do want paved roads, because they like those. And we are going to need medicine at some point. 35 points? I need 50 to get there of these blue points, so we'll wait on that. You can shift click to take this back too. So I'm going to give us more boosted fishing, and then more boosted root. Locked by requirements. Oh, we haven't finished an orchard yet. Okay, well, let's fix that. So let's go to our trade partner. You can also trade with anybody. It's just cheaper from your trade partner, usually. And let's buy, like, 1,000 fruit. I can't afford that, apparently. You get 17,000. No. So now there's 700 fruit right there. It's pretty good once you get it going. You can not micromanage it and everything works. It's just way less efficient. I'm not micromanaging much. I was just kind of showing that to show how it works. I don't think we're going to have a need for money. And I don't think that's going to stack up real quick, because we're already halfway to 1,000. So that fruit would come in now. Eclipse time. Boost mourning, thirst, piety. Piety. That's the other thing we forgot. Free workerless stuff. I always try and switch them all to a Thuri just to get the Cantors when I'm humans. But Praetor would be a better god right now because there's actually already decorations here. Krator would be a better god because we're doing all farming. Krator boosts farming. This boosts more knowledge and stuff, which we're not doing yet. But these don't take workers, only maintenance. And again, they're super cheap until you have to upgrade them. And then they start to get expensive. Don't know why I paused. There we go. This game is amazing, though. The demo is free, and it's only one version behind right now. And I actually like that version better than this version, except it doesn't have war horses. So, multiple types of road. Humans like paved road best. Out of the choices I have right now. I'm gonna go back to my little tool. Let's take a glance at the city. Just kind of following the King's Road. These don't need maintenance. I don't really want to maintain anything. I don't have to. You can see the little blue. That's like where they're walking. So if there's no road while they're walking, the ground will be lit up. And they'll just be happier if you put a road there. And faster, more efficient. It's better. That's where they get their food. New warehouse finished. We copy pasted the food warehouse, so I don't need to change anything. I wanted him to help pick up the meat and stuff here. We did not have animals, so we have to buy some animals. That is one thing. You start with a couple, but if you don't build those right away and they die, you do have to buy these boxes. Barely any. Barely any. And then they'll take those. They should ride in the top of my map. One of these carts will have them. And then my people will take them, put them in the field, and then we should get leather. He got some. They start as babies. Take a while. They managed to split the fruits up I bought, like, perfectly, so that they didn't plant a field. I'm gonna perma-assign some people out here. Just like 5 or 7 guys. Just to perma-harvest those fruits. We're really behind on that, actually. You can make these bigger too. I think it's just quicker to copy paste. But this one's that's a good spot actually. Try not to destroy the native crops just because they do pick them. Now, humans don't like noise, actually, which I would worry about if I was planning on playing this one super long. I'd wall this in, but not going to be an issue to hit 1,000 pop, because eventually, basically, they just have a billion different bars, right? And you got to pick which ones you're going to fill. And noise is one of those. It's tiny. Very tiny. Some species like noise, too, so... Looks like they need 1 billion more rocks. Let's give them access. 20 men, go here. Our first tourist. Your first tourist will always give you a bad rating. You shouldn't let them in. This button here at the top. Tourists, you can just turn it off. I always forget. Always. I never play with the mechanic, so I can't explain it any further than that. Other than if you turn it off before you get your first tourist, you won't get that bad 1-star rating because you don't have an inbuilt. So do that at the start of this stream if you're following along. Do that in the past. I am Groot. Alright, that should be a bunch of rocks on the ground. Now we get 5 nobilities, so we just hit 650 pop. So nobilities boost stuff. Use this button to promote them. So we're only playing humans, so I just want to promote 5 humans. And then what they do is they boost your industries. So this is the noble button here. We have orchards, not yet, but we're going to. And he will boost the first 50 workers, and then each upgrade adds 100 workers. We don't have upgrades yet, though. So he's going to boost those. We have animal fields. We have a woodcutter. We have carpenter. That's it, isn't it? Fish. We have fish. And fish. So see, he can only boost 50 fishery workers, and we have 114. But it is a big difference. Watch this. Fish. Plus 266 from the fisheries. Plus 404. So it's a huge bonus to our fishing. Having that noble. So is keeping up with the fishery building. Which really you can just do anytime you're like, what should I be doing now? The answer is building a fishery. Because they're time consuming. If you're rushing, I mean. Normally I'd pause and build 20 fisheries and then just chill. More fish. You could plant a farm too if you wanted. I mean, there's probably good soil somewhere here. It's good soil. 106%. 90? That's actually not too great. There's a good spot. $91, we'll take it. Little veggie farm. Have we forgotten maintenance anywhere? They don't really have a bathroom over here. It's not the bathroom, it's the janitor. Janitors maintain buildings, and I build really small ones. So if you built a bigger janitor, they have a pretty big radius. You can actually just click it and look. Animal pastures don't need maintenance. See? This is worn out. Anywhere else? This won't have maintenance once it's built. Really? Yeah, see the road's already wearing out. I do want them to finish that so our troops start training. They still have not planted a single field. Okay. Let's buy some more fruit. Gave them 1,001. Now this time, I'm going to go here, the access menu, and I'm going to ban them from eating fruit. Then I'm going to click on my food stalls. You can do it individually here or globally over here. And I'm going to ban them from picking up fruit. And then I'm going to remember to auto-employ them because they definitely need more workers than that. Which means I forgot the marketplaces too. And I probably don't want my markets to pick up my diamonds when I get them, or these because they're hard to produce, right? They actually don't need to pick up these either because none of the species I have want these. So they're just wasting it holding those. Same with fish. They don't need to hold fish, but whatever. So that's just turning it on and off globally. You can do it individually as well. So I just banned them from eating fruits for a second. Just so that they'd finally finish planting the fields. Because they all need 300. So if they target them poorly, they don't, once they finish a single one, they'll get them all. see if they can divvy up 600 in such a way to not finish a single field. There, perfect. They're done. So I'm gonna undo all that before I forget. You can eat apples again. And you guys can take the apples. So these would be deleted later in the game too, right? Like these fields would not be permanently here. These are just good for the start. Really good. Tons of food, close, not much transportation. How's our housing? 400? It's pretty good, actually. Lots of empty houses here, just in case. Once these open up, they're gonna need like another 100 workers. Bit more road. Is this good farmland? Kinda. A mix of good and bad. Not great. There is good farmland. There's like 100%. That was till. There's alluvium, which is orchards. Till, which is like okay. And then rich somewhere. Rich. Almost 900 pop. We have more tech points again, so we haven't boosted our orchards yet. They're not producing either. Oh, it's all that points. Let's go. Then there's actually slavery, which we haven't even gotten yet, which would just be free workers. Not free, expensive. Too expensive for us. How much? $40,000? We give them everything? Probably not worth. Let it all keep flying. These are almost done. The carpenter is slowing us down. Oh, they're both cooking though, so. And this is full of wood? Yep. I also always just chop down wood around my carpenter too. These should really have a door on the back, I think. Although they're getting it from here. And then when your health, see it's getting close to 1 again, we're going to want to give them more food. So that'll boost the health. I mean, we're low, so you don't want to crank it up too fast. Right, but now the food rations will go up, so the health will go up. We actually are kind of low on food. So, we can hunt all the creatures on the map real quick. That number will lie, because it highlights our creatures too, but that'll give us a quick food input while these all start producing. So we haven't put tech into these either, and we should hit the next level. Gives us more free tech soon. 1,000 pop, yeah. But that's basically it. That's fish, religion, stage, food, market, bathroom, janitor, well, hearth, speaker, graveyard. 1,000 pop. quite quick. And now look, we're starting an army. So here's the army. If you want everyone to be in your army, you can just control click. I like to set them to 10% because then you can muster them onto your city map. When they come, I usually set one squad to 90% once the first few get through. And now, next time we get raided, we'll have more men than they do. And there you go. That's 0 to 1,000 pop. And I did it in under an hour, actually. Which is pretty sweet. There you go. Legati. So I am going to end the YouTube bot there. I'm going to keep playing on Twitch for a bit. But I just wanted to do a quick bod because all my other videos are 10, 12 hours long and fairly hard to digest. So there's a quick start guide. There's lots more videos in the playlists on my YouTube. And there's full playthroughs where we go up to 12 or 30,000 pop. Take your pick. Hopefully I see you there. Cheers.